Here with Coach Sean as the Lady Demons close out the regular season with a 3-1 win today against Nicholls. Coach, give me some overall thoughts on how this one played out. Nicholls takes the first set. It was a very close back and forth kind of deal. Yeah. And then obviously we come back and win the second set, but it seemed like there was some turning points in our favor in that third set that really gave us a little bit of an edge to be able to close it out.
Yeah, so I mean, like you said, the first set was really close. It was very close, and we created offensive situations that we wanted. We got single blocks, and we just didn't put the ball away. And that's not 100% of the time you're going to put it away on every swing like that, but the majority you should, and we didn't. So, and that's what we talked about after the match or after the set. Was, I mean, it's that close, you're within striking distance, and we just didn't put the ball away when we had the situations that we wanted, like I said. So to turn around and come back and to be a little bit more productive in the second was great. Slow start in the third, and then it just came down to kind of fight, honestly. Like, okay, we're not going to just go trade back and forth when it feels right for us. So I was very proud of them to be able to make a stand, and Nicholls helped us a little bit. I mean, I won't, shy away from that, but the majority of that was us just going, okay, we want to win the match and making it happen. So I was really happy about that.
Speaking of making it happen, that third set kind of stood out as, even while we were in the midst of it, just from a blocking perspective. I think we had 6 blocks in that third set alone. Jaylee Beth really just kind of took over at times, solos and block assists with the pin hitters, and really, I think, gave us the momentum at that point to finish it out. So talk about that third set and the block specifically there. Agreed.
We had those opportunities in the first also, but we weren't very disciplined with our block. It kind of seems to be the theme of the Southland right now is to swing high hands and look to tool. Everyone trains it. Everyone wants to do that year in and year out, but for some reason it's like, all right, just exclusively our pins are just going to turn and bang away at hands. And it can be extremely productive if you're good at it, but you are asking your attackers to hit into the block, so I mean there's some risk reward to that. Southeastern put on a clinic doing exactly that on Thursday night. Whenever we were in a good situation, we got them off the net a little bit. Their sole purpose that everyone knew in the gym that was paying attention was they're just going to bang away high hands and get a tool, and 9 out of 10 times they did it. But you have to be consistent with your block and be disciplined for those times when those attackers screw up and they're just a little bit off to take advantage of the blocks. That's exactly what we did, and it turned in our favor in the third set. So yeah, really happy with the block. Those opportunities existed a little bit earlier in the match that we weren't disciplined enough with, but very happy again for a long answer to say that we were very disciplined in what we were doing there in the third and for the remainder of the match to take advantage of when they hit into us and we had the opportunity to do something with it.
Kind of a weird situation, I guess you want to call it that, coming into today's match. We knew that we were going to play Nicholls, regardless of how this one turned out in the first round of the tournament next week. Getting a win the way we did, obviously you wanted to do that to build some momentum. Can you build on this and say, hey, look what we just did against them a week ago or less than a week ago to win that first round game against them on Thursday?
Yeah, absolutely, because while there were sections of the match to where we were in absolute complete control, there was also times to where Nicholls did some really good stuff. And they have enough players and the ability to move those players around in different positions to show you something different from one set to another, and it can be drastically different. And so that can be a dangerous team to match up against, because it's not just this is what they do, and if you can beat it, then you're going to win, because they can shuffle a lot of different pieces. So while today we saw some different things between sets to sets, we're going to see something different against Thursday. So it's not something to where we can go, we had a great match today, which we did, and then that is just going to be a complete repeat on Thursday. We got to be on top of what we're doing and be able to change when needed, whether that's defensively or offensively.
All right, Coach. Well, congrats on the win, and let's get another one next Thursday.
Plan on it.